Hello everyone, and welcome back to Worldwide Rush, where in the last episode, out of the blue, I was able to get the complete trust in Morocco, which did surprise me, because all I did was build a train track up the coast. I also tried to get the trust in and around here as well, but failed on that front. Even though I was able to get trust in a few of the cities, I didn't get trust in the whole countries, which was a little bit frustrating. But what I'm planning to do today is just look at some of these other countries, also these other cities, where I possibly could delve into, but it doesn't look like that is going to be the case. And also down here. But I do have a possible other plan. And that is because, where are we? The Spanish bus service. I have 63% ownership of it. And what I'm thinking of doing is just leaving them to get on with what they've got to do and then buy the other 3 shares and then take ownership of this country. Or should I say, ownership of the countries that they own, and see if I can either take them over or make them profitable again. I have had a little look around, and in a lot of areas, the countries, or should I say the companies that have the trust in these companies, I'll start that again. Oh, must be getting late. The companies that have the trust in a lot of these cities in these countries do appear to be doing quite well. The areas where I could expand and I do have ownership of is in and around Spain, or France I should say, not Spain, France. What I'll do is I'll actually just take you, stick some marketing on, stick a hotel on there and give you some cash. Anywhere else that looks like they want to come to me, yes, I shall buy you as well. And that is good, because not only do I get the city, I also get all of their vehicles. And the same here. No, they've got no vehicles. That's a shame. I just have to put a manager in there, and he or she can slowly expand it. Any more of these others that want to join me or not? No, it doesn't look like it. Marseille, 48%. Monaco is even less, up to 44%. I might leave those 2 at the minute. Liberia, 18. Yeah, a lot of money for that. A lot of money for one of your shares. A little bit out of my price range. Marseille, or Marbella, I should say. I will have you and your vehicles. Tangier, can I get you? Not quite. I think that is potentially... Ooh. I'll take... No. Oh, that's a shame. 48%. Oh, I haven't got enough money. I can fix that. Look what have I got that's not making me any money. Efficiency. Right, let's get the London, this one. One person on it, making me no money whatsoever. That's making me no money. Let me sell you. Delete. Accept. Now I can buy you, and in doing so, I also get your 3 vehicles. And put a manager on there with a little bit of money. How am I doing here as well? 43. I think that is going to be it for me in Europe today. Because when I was having a look through the map, at the end of the last episode, I noticed that a lot of cities down the east coast of America do not have anybody. Oh, I thought they hadn't. Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping that nobody would have trust in these cities, but it looks like I was wrong. Oh, that is annoying, because I did think about jumping into America. Not all of these. I thought these ones without. One there. My first expedition into America. Now, they want to go to where is it? St. Louis, which is just there. I want to go with trains. The BT 2000, build the track. There doesn't seem to be an awful lot in the way of trains. And the same going south. Let me build you as well. Stick another BT 2000 on. And let's create that. And let me put my own play that. My own a little bit of I need to building. I want to go from there to there to there. Why can't you build it? Clear. I'll start there. Create that. Let's get this speeds up a little bit. Don't want to start Hannibal. It's a shame there isn't a place near it called Lecter. Let me also put a manager in there. Then it was Hannibal. No, I can't get that. I can get you. Let me also give you some money and give you some money and see if I can start my expansion in America. You also want to get to St. Louis, so let me do that. And you want Colombia, so let me actually put a train that does that. And again, I will go with the BT 2000. Purely because it enables me to make use of it delivering to both. And then you also want to go St. Louis to Columbia. And again, I'll put the same train on. And let me start building a little bit of trust. It won't be a lot, but a little. There's monies or Fort Dodge. Let's go Fort Dodge. And you want to go to Mankato and Omaha. So let me do that as a route. And again, Mr. BT, one click, can go on that route as well. You want Omaha and Fort Dodge. So you can go from here up to Fort Dodge and Omaha. Again, I'll put another there. While I'm at it, I need to remember manager. Same here. Let's stick a manager who can look after that. Chicago. Across to Cleveland. All of these, annoyingly, was hoping that some of them might not have trust. But even these right over here, that is annoying. And it's also annoying that that company is a lion. Because I'm looking and thinking, I've got that. So let's just stick a manager on there. A little bit all over the place at the minute. None of these. Where I was hoping when I looked, I must have misunderstood. Ah. Yeah, you have. That's annoying. That is annoying. What I'd like to do is to get at least one company. Is that me? No, can't buy it. What I might do, because I think these have just got oops. I think these ones have just got trust purely by the fact that they have the trust in the country. So let me try something and put a nice long train route in. Something with a bit of speed. And let's see if that will build me some trust in some of these cities. Eight. I'll be able to add you in as you're going up to there. Eight, 9, 10. And Birmingham as 11. Just before Florence. Let's stick you in. Confirm edit. What I will do is I'm going to go. Well, I want to go from. Why aren't you? And then you can come down here. Along to there. Oh. Mission accomplished already, I feel. Let's stick a manager on. Give you some money. And my first one down this coast. Not yet anywhere else. I want to try and get these. All of these down the coast. So where do you want to go? You want to go up there and New Birds. So let me go there, there, and then put a smaller train. I'll go with my favourite one with BT. Let me edit that, because you can also let me do this as a cyclic. There aren't any more trust anywhere else. Not yet. How are you progressing? You're going to lose me some money. But let's traveling. Why can't it? Oh, inventory. I'll have you as you want me. Stick a manager on. And where do you want to go? Athens, Atlanta, and Columbus. So let's go Athens, Atlanta, Columbus. And let me put a BT on there. And hopefully you will level up soon. You're actually making some money. Let me stick a class 87 on there as well now. You're well on your way. And let me speed you up. Because I want to see if I can get some more trust down this coastal run. Aha. Now. Oh. That's annoying. Somebody has been and bought shares. I need to get two more shares and then you're mine. In fact, let me have a look. How much would I get If I sold all of these, buy another share, and I just need another. Another one. Ships annoy me. How much can I get for all of these ships? Our efficiency. In fact, that one does look like it is making some money, but all of these others aren't. How much would that give me? Nowhere near enough. Nowhere near enough. I need to get to the end of the month. Or you're not earning enough. How's Birmingham doing? I've not looked at you for a long time. Nordic Aviation, 22 billion for a share. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to continue and try and get these places down the coast. No. So you are currently... You've only got Jacksonville. I've only got 2. I must be getting some trust down here. Wellington wants to go up to there. Same with... What am I doing? 41%. Yeah. And yourself? I shall have you. And I'll stick a manager on. Surely you want to go somewhere. Hub manager. Give you some money and you don't want to do anything about it. Charlotte and Myrtle Bay. So let's go. What would that do? I stick you in with my old BT. Yeah, let's build that. And you can go on your way. Can I get you yet? Not quite. You have your first train, and then you want to go up to Craterville and Wellington. I can accommodate that. with another train. How's Athens doing? You want to go to a lot of places. Atlanta. Yes. Columbus. Yes. Train to Lisbon. And a bus to Dublin. Well, sorry. Dublin is mine. But what plane? Whoops, not a ship. Let's stick a small plane on there. Can I get you yet? Yes. Got another hub manager on. And you just want to go to Atlanta, which I'm already doing. And Savannah is down there, which I am already doing as well. So do you want to become mine? Nearly. Or 51%. So my initial goal was to get these down the coast, and it looks like I am going to succeed in my first exploits into America. And we're just coming to the end of the month. Let's see if that's going to give me the money I'm after. Yes, that's going to give me the money I'm after. I shall just get you while I'm at it, then come all the way back over here. And let me just go and have a look at my Spanish company. 3 and 3, you are now mine. I own you. And I'm going to drop the dividends. Let's just have dividends at 5%. My first ownership. So even though it's showing this as being the Spanish bus service, it's mine. By dropping the dividends down, hopefully, in fact, I might stick it as 0. Purely so that you can start to invest. So you've got hubs and vehicles, you've got some money in the bank, and I want to see if you will start to become profitable and improve your operating costs. Oh, I forgot I also have some in the France Transit as well. Where are you on the board? Yeah, about halfway. Oh, look at that though. Your bottom. Right, I don't want to take any more shares off you. Or I should say dividends off you. Let me see if I can make you profitable by doing it that way. And I forgot to put a hub manager on these two cities, which isn't going to be very helpful. Right, hub managers on all of those others, and I've got no hubs with no vehicles, so they're all making some money. Right. So, can I? No, it would have been nice to buy you. Now, can I? Now I've got a train just about to go in. 55%. Oh, come on. Another train just coming in. Give me the trust. Come on, give it to me. No, 55. So near yet so far. Oh, that's interesting. Let me stick another train on there because it's full. $47. $50. That is annoying. You're a full train, so I'm going to stick another train on there as well. 50%. Oh, right. Let me just see how these are doing along the east coast. They all seem to be just ticking along. 3 vehicles running through there. I'll give you a little bit more money. Well, let me give. Now you've got some money, so you can carry on looking to expand. Now, what I might look to do is Tampa wants to go to Orlando. Orlando wants to go to Jacksonville. Jacksonville. Oh, Savannah want to go to Jacksonville. Oh. Let me do that as a route. But not a plane, a train. Oh, click the button. Well, let me go. I'll stick with my BTs. Create that. And it's giving me the trust already. So I will take it. Where else do you want to go? Cape Coral. Let me satisfy your needs with a train cyclic route. Let's do a class. Yeah, let's do a class 50. What was it? 56. Class 56. No, a nice cyclic route around once. a little bit better. "17 people on it." Let's see how now. Down to Miami. 110 on it. Miami. Let's stick another one on there. And while I'm at it, I might just do a route in the opposite direction. Another cyclic. And it was the class 56. You're off into Orlando with 18 people. From Orlando to Bombay is 13, now 33. On to Port St. Lucia. West Palm Beach, 113. Oh, that's getting a bit better. 112 now, sorry, 122 now into Miami. Let me stick another one on there. That must be making all of these happy. Why are you clicking on it? 54, 53, 52, 51. Going the wrong way. I want you to be going up. $54, $58, buy it quick. And I will get all of those vehicles. Can't complain at that. But while I've got some money, I wanted to have a look at you, the French 10. A bit too short, I need some more money. Then I can start eating into your So how's Spain doing? Oh, that's a lot better. You're actually making some profit this time. I will leave you making some profit because you're still quite low on the company value. So I'll leave you ticking along. Where am I? Down in America. On the east side, on the east coast. So my little cyclic route around here is starting to give me a little bit of trust. And the same up with Jacksonville. Savannah I've still got. I've got you. And I have yourself as well. That's interesting because you're making some money. I've given you some money as well. Can I get you yet? Yes. Let me buy you. Stick a manager on. I shall take your vehicles and stick a fuel depot on. My American exploits are that you don't currently have any vehicles. Where do you want to go? You want to go up and down. Well, let me just put in a little cyclic loop. Let's try that. A little bit of a circle. Build, build, build. Yep. Now you have a vehicle running. You've got a few places you want to visit. So let's get you working as well. So how am I doing down here? Give you a little bit more money and let me see how you are. Let's give you a little bit more money. We've got some money and a lot of vehicles. Let's give you a little bit more money. See if you can fight off some of the competition. Where else do you want to go? Another company is going to Columbus. Right. Let's now if I clicked on the route button. So I want to go down to Columbus with a train. And you're full already. Not quite so full there. Now you've got Columbus, and let me stick another one on. So that hopefully will fulfill that. Lisbon, Milwaukee. Is Milwaukee all the way up here? Yeah, let me put a route up to Milwaukee with a bit faster train. Let's build that and see what cities you want to go through. If I go and click all of these, you will now take all of those people. You're all on your way, full. That's interesting. Let me stick another one on, as it was full. And that one is full as well. Let me stick another one on. Not quite so full here, but once you get to Atlanta, that is definitely filling up. To Nashville, up to Bowling Green. Let me put another one on. To Atlanta, full and overflowing. I hope you are enjoying standing. Not enough vehicles in the inventory. Right. That is a nice little earner. Let me buy you. Nobody wants you, but I will have you. How am I doing down coast? Orlando. You want to join my company? So you can. I'm going to Jacksonville. I'm going to Tampa. I'm going to West Palms. What's right? Columbus. Indirect. And let me put a train up to Columbus. And let me go with a let's do a class 56. Let's build that. So you want to go you want to go through Jacksonville. Let me click on you. Savannah. Augusta. Greenville. Asheville. Pikeville. The next one, Aville? No, it's Columbus. And you're full already. Let's get you on the way. Not quite full, I should say. And 3 seats. You want to join? No, it's 51%. But with another train coming in, 52%. Another train coming in, 54%. Now they'll have a boat coming in, which will then take some off me. Yeah. %. Yeah. I shall ignore you at the minute. Orlando. You've got some money. Let's stick a fuel depot on there. Oh, Greenville. Greenville wants to join the dark side. New Ben also wants to join the dark side, and I get a vehicle along with it. Can't complain at that. And you wanted to expand. I'm liking this. This east coast is going to become mine. Mine. Yes, east coast. You're getting an awful lot of vehicles. Come on, you must want to join me. 54. Come on, you're coming in. 58. Let's pause it and buy before I lose it again. I like that. I'm doing quite well. Now, I'm quite happy with that. The fact that I'm taking out slowly but surely. Also, some of these companies Bowling Green, and let me have you. A fuel depot on with a manager. Do you want to join? Not quite. 54. Not quite. Now it's 38. So what I'm now thinking of doing is you want to go to Washington. Let me accommodate that with a train. And let's put a BT on it. You want to go up to Greenville, through Richmond, into Washington. And I might just go up to New York as well. Because there's not a train that does that. But there is now. Greenville wants to join. Let me just click on you. Oh, quite like the look of that. I'm going to stick another one on. You're not as full. So there's not many people want to go up to New York. It is a little bit of a surprise. Let me stick another train on that route as well. So the plan for today was to start and get a little bit of a foothold in America. of which it looks like I am doing. So I cannot complain at that. Another month has gone by. Right, now, just before I go, oh, look at that Spanish company. Quite happy with that. You're making some money. Where was this other? You are starting to make a loss. Do I? I mean, company value wise, making a profit, so that company value will slowly increase. Italian Transit is making some money. So do I buy Italian Transit? Or do I take control of the French transit company? I might buy another share in you. And that leaves me 6 billion. Because you are making some profit. Indonesian group, 11 billion. Global Pacific, 23 billion. Atlantis Solutions, 25 billion. Western Fleet, 17 billion. Bavarian Bus Service, 16. Yeah. All of these companies that are making a profit. What was I looking at? 8 billion. Right. Nope, can't get you yet. And oh, I'll have you with all of your vehicles. How many vehicles is that I have just taken? 86 vehicles. 86 vehicles. Not going to complain at that. Because of that, has that increased? No, it's still 45%. That one has been one of those that I have been after for a little while. And you're now mine. Yeah, now mine. When I'm not too fussed about all these, because I own that company, so it don't bother me. Don't bother me. I own you. Carry on expanding. So somehow seem to have got a couple more, just in a couple more places. I'm not going to buy those because I own you. I own them already. I own you already. I'm actually quite pleased today because my plan was to start to expand a little bit into America, and I seem to have succeeded. The portion of the east coast of America, or the south middle south is probably about right, because it's not quite the south and it's not quite the middle. So I do have the trust building up all the way down the coast. The east coast of America is mine. It'd be nice to get Jacksonville, and I think I just need to have a look to see where they want to go and put my versions of those routes on. But that I will leave for next time. So as well as getting that bit of the east coast, I've also dabbled a little bit into the centre. Little Rock, do you want to join? I just saw that there. Louisville. No. No, not quite. But I am slowly starting to expand into the, I won't say into the heartland of America, but on the east coast and some of the eastern cities. It's quite good. No one has got you, so while I am just there, I will buy you and I will just stick a hub manager on so you can then become mine, and I shall pause the game again. So thank you very much for watching this episode. It's much appreciated. As I said, my goal was to get some of the east coast of America, and not sure how, but I managed to do that, while also maintaining the company value. And can't remember if the profit has dropped a little bit or not. That's probably because of all the ports or cities that I've been buying. But I am still number one in both profit and more than double number one in company value. So I can't complain at that. So my first escapade into America has been quite fruitful. So yes, if you want to see what happens in the next episode, do I continue in America? Do I move back into Europe? Drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Should I continue, or should I move into even the third option, is into another area and see what I can do there? Let me know in your comments. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe so you don't miss out on the next episode, and also hit that like button if you have enjoyed what you have seen so far. As I say, comment below whether it's good, bad or ugly. I shall read them. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see some of you again, or hopefully all of you, along with a few more next time. Goodbye for now.